The WHHI Daily News continues with the Treasurer of Beaufort County, MWalls, joining us. It's summertime in the county offices. Everybody's getting their vacation in. Everybody's relaxing, laying back.
Yes.
Nobody's having to pay taxes. Nothing like that's going on. Is any of that right?
It is. For the majority of your viewers out there, it is the lull of the summer.
Okay.
It's a great time of year. Our customers find themselves in one or two categories. They're settled up and they're in a situation where you're waiting for your next property tax bill and you're just, like you said, enjoying the summer. Our other group of customers that have not paid, there are some processes coming up that they're going to want to be aware of. It's not the majority of our customers at all, which is wonderful, but it is a portion.
Are there deadlines?
Yes.
That everybody's got to meet coming up?
Absolutely.
All right, let's
Absolutely.
get those out
So
of the way.
if the viewers have not paid the property taxes on their real property, which is going to be a dirt or dwelling, they want to make sure they're doing that as soon as possible, preferably before August 31st to avoid any additional monetary penalties. But of course, there's also the delinquent tax sale that's held first Monday of October every year. That'll be coming up. So in order to prepare for that, we are required by law to begin posting physical signs on properties that have not paid. It's not to cause embarrassment or stress. It is a notification requirement by law. That is the next step in the process leading up to October.
But that doesn't happen until the end of August, until they haven't paid their taxes by the deadline?
Absolutely.
Then? Okay.
So we start about midway through August because it tends to be hundreds of properties and it doesn't happen all in one day. But the faster we can get paid, it will be removed from that list and the sign can be avoided.
All right, so what kind of tips are you putting out for folks to get ready for tax season?
Well, I'm always going to share with your viewers our installment program.
Okay.
It is a completely flexible program where your customers, your viewers get to decide how much do you want to pay, when, and how frequently. It's entirely in their hands. I feel that my job as treasurer is to make paying taxes as easy and customer friendly as possible. And that's one of the ways we've been doing that for years now and making it better every year. You're available to sign up at any time, and it just lets you get ahead of your future tax bill. The other piece to that is I just want to strongly encourage your viewers to sign up for ebilling in my Beaufort County. It is our one-stop location to get your bills as well as pay. But again, going back to meeting our customers where they are, making it convenient for them. It's not about what's easier for me and my team. It's about what's easier for all of you. And you can choose to get your bill delivered to your email and still pay in person if you want. Still print it out and mail it in. The power of choice is in the hands of our customer. The benefit of the e-bill is that the billing process is more reliable. We're not relying on the post office. And the delivery costs us so much less. The top three expenditures in the treasurer's office is personnel, postage, and printing.
Okay.
And to me, postage is providing our customers nothing.
Sure.
By signing up for e-billing, they're not only getting a more reliable delivery service, but it costs us nothing. And we're saving a great deal of money every time someone chooses that option.
As one who has done that option, it works. It's easy. And I'm one who used to come in and do all of that in person, wanting to make sure everything I was doing was right and having everybody look it up from a personnel standpoint. Speaking of personnel standpoint, the Hilton Head office has not been open since COVID.
Correct.
And out of COVID, office still closed.
Yes.
Where are we on that? Is it going to stay closed for the foreseeable future?
For the foreseeable future, unfortunately, the Hilton Head office is going to remain closed. We have had an opening, so any viewers looking for an awesome work environment and great team culture, we are actively and have been actively trying to hire, not just for our Hilton Head office, but for other roles in the office as well. Unfortunately, we haven't had candidates apply interested in working in Hilton Head. And while we've discussed, as we're not the only department who is not open right now in the Hilton Head office, we've been discussing different avenues to pursue to entice people to work there. It's simply, at the end of the day, it's a timing issue with commutes, and it's a dollar issue. And as a fiscal conservative, I need to ensure that we're paying someone for the job that needs to be done.
Sure.
But there's a limit to how much that's going to be. And I don't want to promise to commit a service that I can't fulfill. When the building's closed for COVID, over a third of our office, our team is customer facing. So if there's no customers to face because the building's closed, there's no work for them to do. And I'm very open with my team. We furloughed the people who we didn't have work for. That's what sound fiscal decision making was calling for. And I'm very grateful that all those team members went on to find other roles. But where that left the county, and in particular the Treasurer's office when we reopened, is now we are needing to fill all those positions. And like many entities out there, the job market is definitely changed. It's a challenge right now.
Is it really? Yeah.
It is,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. That's interesting. So, if folks on the island, if there's a big uprising of people, who should they be uprising to maybe get things turned around with that?
Well, I think that for
their
our
own representatives, or should they be bugging you, or
well,
where should they
first
go?
of all, your viewers need to be talking to their friends and getting these, helping us find these positions to be filled. Our volume, we need to address where our volume is, and the volume is in Bluffton right now, off the charts in Bluffton. But I think that this comes to any issue. When we as constituents are concerned about a matter, you need to go to the governing body, which is going to be, in this case, county council. Now, not because I am a separate elected official. I have the authority to pay my staff what I believe is appropriate. But there are other departments involved in that building, and no matter what, that is our job as elected officials, is to hear the concerns and the interests of our constituency. And if we can meet those needs, we absolutely need to, which is why I always love coming on your channel and talking about what's going on in the Treasurer's office, because we have a great team. We're trying to grow that great team, and when we can do that with candidates who are bought into our mission and core values, they're going to serve every office, Hilton Head included, in an outstanding manner.
All right, one last quick question.
Yes.
When's reassessment coming?
So the Beaufort County Assessor's Office is currently in the process of reassessment.
So it's this year?
So it's this year, but it will not be reflected until next year's tax bill. So while it is happening right now, the valuation piece, it will not be present on your viewer's tax bill until next year, the 2023 tax bill. But don't ignore those reassessment notices that the assessor is going to send out. Are very, very important. And one last thing, if any of the viewers, our customers, are not receiving the legal residence exemption, please apply for it now. Don't wait until the bills come out in October, November. You're going to end up in a backlog. Take care of it now. I don't want our customers paying more than they have to.
And again, you can do that online.
Absolutely.
You can get that all
do it
out.
online. Don't even need to come into the office, right from the convenience of where you are.
There you go. County Treasurer Maria Walls, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
We'll be back with more of the WHHI Daily News right after this.